Craig Carter knows not one, but two Jimmy Carters. President Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States who just passed away, and Jimmy Carter, Craig's dad. One word to describe the two?
He was amazing.
Craig's dad, Jimmy, was President Carter's private pilot during his campaign and even flew him to his inauguration.
And they came across his name, which is Jimmy Carter. James Carter, but in parentheses they put Jimmy Carter, of course. So they said that's just too good not to do. So they made him the head pilot for the Carter campaign.
The two developed a close relationship flying in the sky, so close that before Craig's dad passed away, the former president wrote him a letter.
The last thing that my father was ever read, he wasn't able to read, was a letter from President Jimmy Carter, just wishing him well and peace.
Still, Craig had yet to meet the man that had such a profound impact on his father's life. So it was no surprise that in 2015, when he heard that Rosalind Carter was flying to Gainesville to speak at UF, Craig stepped up to help.
I thought it would be quite an honor if Carter could fly Carter again.
He flew on the plane as his pilot friends went to pick up Rosalind. But there was a last-minute change of plans.
So I land and my phone's going nuts. And I meet with the Secret Service. He goes, "Do you know?" And I said, "Do I know what?" He said, "You don't have the First Lady, you have the President. There's been a change of protocol."
Suddenly, Craig was sitting face-to-face with the 39th President of the United States.
He and I started talking about my dad and the campaign and, what my dad did after retirement and what he's been doing. Very passionate man.
The former president spoke at UF about mental health care.
Rosa looks on mental health as one of the basic human rights, that everybody has a right to be treated properly if they have mental health and treated properly to correct mental health problems.
8 years later, the memory of the 2015 surprise trip still makes Craig emotional.
Talk to me about what that means to you, to know that you were able to do that for him.
Everything. Sorry. My dad was an amazing man. Unfortunately, I don't think I appreciated it until he was gone. But he worked very hard.
Craig got another chance to meet the former president after his visit to UF.
Then we went up to his church in Plains, Georgia, and we watched him teach Sunday school, and then my wife and I sat with him and his wife during church services and enjoyed that with them.
A former president.
He was a hard worker.
Turned friend, leaving behind a legacy for the whole world to see.
But to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy God.
Peace. No doubt. Whether it's self-peace, peace in your own world, peace in your neighborhood, peace in other countries.
Leaving behind a legacy beyond policy.
The world could use a lot more Mr. and Mrs. Carters.
Ophelia Jacobson, WUFT News.